that they know how to, we have to talk to these guys about. Don't get tempted into anything.
Yeah, we always talk about not staying disciplined so you don't get distracted, and so understand what goes into winning. But it is an emotional game. You just control your emotions, but play hard, and get ready for the next game, and focus on the task at hand. Don't get sidetracked.
I would just say, especially in competitive Game 4 was an important game. Kind of guarantees a long series, or maybe the bottom team put the hammer down. I mean, you guys have to have that opportunity to do that tomorrow. How important would that be for everything you want to do to be able to kind of
Yeah, and I think each game is important, and I think that the challenge though is to reset and to understand, okay, how are we going to win the game, and what goes into that, and not get sidetracked by, oh, this could mean this could mean that, but to understand, okay, the intensity that has to go into it, the togetherness that has to go into it, and the intelligence that has to go into it. And usually that's the team that wins. And so that's what we have to focus on.
Mitchell Robinson, does he have any limitations from the medical group?
No. He's all the minute stuff. There's no restrictions.
He with his rehab, he was talking about how he wanted to come back like lighter, and that was a concerted effort. Do you see how that plays out on the floor? Are you seeing him able to move with that?
Yeah, I just think, as particularly for big guys, as they get older, light and lean is always better, and so I think he's locked into that, which is good. And he's still working his way back. He's off a long period of time, but I think he's playing really well.
End of the first quarter in games 2 and game 3. I know game 3, Jaylen came out. He had a couple of fouls with about a minute 50 left in the first. You went about a minute in both those games, though, with both Jaylen and Cat on the bench. Was that circumstantial stuff? Because normally you stagger those guys. Was that something different?
Probably a little of both. Some of it's going to be, what's going on in the game, what's the rhythm of the team, where are they, do they have foul trouble, who do they have on the floor? A lot is dictated by that. So there's different combinations that you're looking to get to. So, but it's, the versatility of Cat and Jaylen, obviously, playing them together is very positive, but then both are very good with the second group as well, and so we try to take advantage of that.
And they say it takes focus on what this game takes, the one game. Do you as a coach look big picture of, if we can end this in 5, we can get rest, we can get avoid injuries, we can...
No, see, the noise, that's your job to create, right? So we try to stay away from that, right? And for us, it's like concentrate on what we have to concentrate, and it's not easy to, I think the playoffs, there's an emotional part of that, and there's the media, social media, there's a lot going on there, so eliminate all that stuff. Whether it's praise or criticism, doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters is what we think, and get yourself ready to play. You have to understand what wins in this league.
Did everybody have practice today?
Mitch was out.
Was he uncertain for tomorrow?
No, just not feeling great today, but should be fine.
What's he's injured?
No, not illness. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You mentioned after game 2 how important rebounding was, and I think the gap was very much closed the other night. And how much do you think that just helped you guys be able to play fast and just get out?
Yeah, I think it's important. I think a big part of winning is your defense, your rebounding, and keeping your turnovers down. That puts you in position to win. And so we always talk the last part of the play. You have to be the strongest. You have to finish strong. So finish everything. And so you can challenge shots, then you got to rebound. It requires you to make a second, third, fourth effort.
Mikhail's numbers when he gets switched on to Cade are pretty good defensively. What is he doing well? To guard?
Yeah, and I said, like with a guy like Cade, it's, you know, you got to try to make him work as much as you can. He's a great player, and it requires your whole team. And you know, it's not just one particular guy, but it's everybody working in unison. And to have, you know, the wherewithal to continue to do it over and over again and communicate early, but you have to be aggressive and you have to challenge shots. And he has the ability, even when you challenge a shot, to make. And so, you know, we know that it requires a lot and it requires great effort.
What do you feel like Deuce can do to get himself looking a little bit more like himself in this series?
Yeah, just got to keep playing. You know, next play, you know, you just keep getting ready. Each game is different. I think it's how you reset is important. You know, one game really has nothing to do with the next. So just put the proper amount of time into preparation to get yourself ready to play.
Okay, I want to preface this by saying this is not a minutes question for real.
Yeah.
This is a playing time distribution question,
Yeah.
not a total minutes question. The starting lineup played together for like 31 minutes during game 3, which was a big deviation. What did you see that made you want to adjust your rotation in that fashion and play those guys together that much more?
Just, you know, the game tells you what to do. So you're trying to like find, you know, a rhythm in the game with units. It's not like, you know, it's easy to look at a box score after and say, oh, what do you have to do to get this guy going? You know, and it's more how does the group function together? How do they create rhythm for each other? How do they function as a unit, both on offense and defense? So you're looking for the right combinations, and everything does matter. Each possession matters.
What do you liked about what Josh has been doing?
Yeah, I think just consistent. You know, like he's, you know, he does so many things that are like intangible things that just make the team function well. And whether it's push and pace, great effort, rebounds, mucking things up defensively, and he gives you a speed element because you know, teams will usually have a size advantage, but they don't have a speed advantage with him. So we can try to take advantage of that with him. And then the hustle plays, the cutting, all that stuff, those are big pluses.